Can you use the Kindle Scribe as a research and learning tool? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Welcome everybody back to the channel. This is 2530 Media and I am Aaron Reed. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you're finding the information informative, well, you guys know what to do. Find that like button. So, the Kindle Scribe. The Kindle Scribe was my entry into e-ink. Sure, I had a couple of e-readers before then, but I never had a pure paper replacement tablet until I got the Kindle Scribe. And it worked good for about 2 months until I just outgrew it. The Kindle Scribe for me was too limited for the workflow and what I needed to do, and that's when I got introduced to the books platform, and I haven't looked back ever since. But recently here, I've went back and visited the Kindle Scribe platform. So recently I went back and revisited this Kindle Scribe, and I found out that after a couple of updates, this thing is actually pretty decent. And there's a lot more that I can do with the Kindle Scribe today than I did when I first got it. So today we're going to talk about the Kindle Scribe being a research and learning tool. How good is it? What can I do? Am I able to build that hub of data or that digest of data for my learning and research needs? We're going to look at a way that I have found to incorporate a workflow on the Kindle Scribe that will allow me to build that hub of data for my research and learning needs. So let's check it out. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our document that we want to move to the Kindle Scribe, and we're going to move it to the Kindle Scribe. Now this is some information that I pulled off of the web, and it's pretty much giving us some information on the origins and story of Peter Pan. And the reason why I'm using this document about the origins and story of Peter Pan is because I recently finished the Hulu show Alien Earth, which is a part of the Alien franchise. And pretty much the characters within that show kind of mirror or have similar characteristics to the characters in Peter Pan, starting from Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, Captain Hook. So there are some similarities within those characters. So I kind of want to do some research, kind of compare the show Alien Earth and the actual story of Peter Pan and see how those characters in both pieces of work kind of intersect with some of their character building. So to do that, what I did, I pulled some information off the web and now I placed it in a Word document. And what I think is underrated about the Kindle Scribe is I can go directly from Microsoft Word and send it to Kindle. It's going to turn it into whatever type of document that I want to send it as. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to go to my file, and from there I'm going to hit my share button. And I don't know if you guys can see all of this. I am sharing my screen, but once I hear share, there's going to be something that says send document to Kindle. Once I click on that send document to Kindle, it's going to give me a couple of options. Now, in order for me to be able to do my annotations the way I want and to build that information hub, I'm going to need to send this document like a Kindle book. Now, you also can send the document like a printed document, and what that will allow you to do is have that PDF document on your Kindle Scribe, and you can write on top of it like it's just a normal piece of paper where you can write, highlight, X out of some things, whatever you want to do. But if you want to make those annotations, make those highlights, and build that information hub, you need to select like a Kindle book. Once you do that, you're going to simply click send, and it's going to send it to your Kindle Scribe via the Send to Kindle app. So while we're waiting for our document to be sent over to the Kindle Scribe, I wanted to tell you guys about the partner app. Now, technically, the Kindle Scribe does have a partner app, and it's going to be the Send to Kindle app that is actually located within the Amazon Prime interface. So your Amazon Prime account, whether you access that on your computer or on your phone, that's where you'll find the Send to Kindle app. So technically, it does have a partner app, but like the platform, that partner app itself is very limited as well. One of the bright sides, and I think something that is overlooked and underrated about the Kindle Scribe, is the feature of me being able to send documents directly from Microsoft Word to my Kindle, like you just saw me do. So that's one of the bright spots, I think, for me with the Kindle platform. While it doesn't have a robust partner app, you do have the opportunity to send documents directly from Microsoft Word to your Kindle. All right, so from the home screen of our Kindle Scribe, we're going to go into that Word document that we brought over. So I kind of already started doing some work. So this is the beginning of our document. And as you can see, I've already done some annotations. So my process when I do this is simply to review the information. So I have the information here that is actually giving us the origins and history of Peter Pan, both the original origins of Peter Pan, the first time he was seen inside of a stage play or TV show or movie, and kind of the progression of the story as it goes. And we have some information, just character development and character traits. And so, what I do when I have a document like this, I'm going through the information, I'm highlighting things that I want to take notes on, I want to expand some learning on. Um, and I'll use the method of highlighting or underlining, and then I'll add annotations. So I'll give you guys an example of how I would do that. So here we have movement. It says consistently in motion, cat-like reflexes, agile in combat, and play. So let's say I think that that is the characteristics of a xenomorph. What I would do is long press here, and now I can select what I want to highlight. So I want to highlight this piece as well. And now I want to take some notes. So down here I have a space for some handwritten notes. And I will say these actions are similar to the xenomorphs in the show Alien Earth. So now that I have that note taken, I go ahead and hit X. Now, once I've hit X, you see my passage is highlighted. I also have this little icon here that lets me know that I have a note there. And then I can continue on my reading. If I see something else that I want to highlight, I want to take from Fear of Growing Old, we can say this is also um, a characteristic of the Lost Boys. And again, you hit an X. So after you do that and you're finding the passages that you want to highlight and you want to take notes, any annotations that you want to do, you can do that as well. And if you just want to highlight a name to come back to, let's say Wendy Darling. So we'll do that. And all I simply want to do is just highlight that one. So we hit annotate. I want to highlight it. And then that's it. And once you do that, now you're building that information hub or that piece of work for study. And if you want to check out where you have those annotations located or what you've annotated or even add more notes to your annotations, you're going to hit your icon on the left side. That's going to pull up your annotations. And from there, you can scroll through your annotations with the annotation button. And you'll see here you have where your annotations were without what you highlighted. It's just simply your annotation. So if you want to add some notes in between all of this, you can, or you can just simply see what you've annotated. I use kind of like the blank space in between the annotations to add any additional notes that I want to add, uh, that I want to remember about that subject. So now while you're taking your notes, let's say I've taken all the notes and information that I need for this subject in this document that I'm using right now. There are a couple of ways where you can view all of your annotations and your notes together so you can see how it flows. So you just go here to pull down your menu. and your icons up here. This icon right here is going to give you your annotations icon. So now when I select that, it's letting me know location 66 is a highlight. It has what I highlighted, that passage that I highlighted here for my review, and I have those notes that I wrote with it. And you can see that for the entire document of annotations as you scroll up and down. So by doing this, you're able to see the hub of information that you have created for researching for this document, this subject, whatever it is that you're doing. And as you see this information hub that we've built with our highlights and annotations, you do have a couple of different options. One option, of course, is always to leave it on tablet, and you can always come back and reference this whenever you need to. Another option that you have is to send it off tablet. Now, the only way I know how to send these annotations and documents off of tablet is to email it to myself with the quick share that we have here on the Kindle platform. So to do that, you're going to simply hit this share icon. Once I hit the share icon, I have some options down here. One says share via email, where I can email it to a certain person if I want to share these notes. And of course, the other one is going to be the quick send to my email address. So we're going to quick send this to my email address. We're going to hit OK. And from there, I'll show you guys what that looks like as a downloaded document or PDF that then I will have on my computer to be able to share with others. Or if I want to, I can build more research on the computer and I can file that in another filing system that I might have that's not on tablet. So once you export this from your Kindle and you send it to your email, this is pretty much how the document's going to look. So you're going to be able to still see the highlights that you made. You're going to see the annotations and your notes that you put, and it still has it where those annotations were located and the passages that they are associated with. So pretty much that is my workflow for building that information hub using the Kindle Scribe. Now, what I ultimately did was take the information, the document that I moved to the Kindle, kind of like in book form, and I just used a combination of annotations and notes within the document, and then exporting those notes off of tablet or keeping them on tablet for future reference. It's pretty much part of a workflow that I have when I'm using my books, tablets, but I can't fully replicate that workflow that I have on books. It is okay though. This workflow that I found on the Kindle Scribe does the job and will let me do what I need to do, which is build some information for research or learning, use it on tablet or use it off tablet. The process of doing this on the Kindle Scribe, honestly, to me, it's quite easy. It's fluid, straightforward. I feel like I can get that information and I can build that hub, and now I have those notes stored with the information that I needed stored with. No, I can't combine information from another document to that document into one long document with the Kindle Scribe because I just don't have the tools to do that. But using the tools that I have on the tablet, if it was my only tablet, I 100% would be able to use the Kindle Scribe as a device to build that information hub for my learning and research. You guys let me know in the comments if you think that the Kindle Scribe is a viable tool for that workflow or that use case. And if not, let me know what tablet you guys are using. Or if you're using a tablet that has more tools, let me know what kind of workflow you have with that as well. So I guess the answer to the question is yes. Not only is the Kindle Scribe one of the better pure paper replacements and e-reader, you also can use it as a device to build a database of information for learning and research. So thank you guys for checking out the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.